Hi, I'm Cheryl from Home Am I Making, where I inspire you to create a surrounding you love. I hope you're enjoying the craftathon this afternoon. I want to come on here and show you how to use the ceramic paint. So the new ceramic paint, we've had another process prior to about a few weeks ago, and it was where you had to bake it. Now we have a no-bake product in the ceramic paint, so I want to show you how to use that. So the ceramic paint comes in 9 colors, and one of the things that I like to do with all our products is mix your own color. So I am in need of a purple, and we don't have that color, so I'm going to mix it. And I also want the green to be a little lighter, so I am going to add white to it to get a lighter color. So I love mixing colors and coming up with the custom color that I am going for. So what I do is I just take a piece of cardboard and I put the colors on there, and I take a scraper and I just keep blending it until it comes up to the color I want. If I don't get it to the color I want the first time, I just add more of whatever color I need. So in this case, I'm using the green, which is called Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, and the white ceramic paint is called Angel Wings. So I'm actually going to add some more of both because I know I'm going to need more. One hint I'll give you with the ceramic paint: don't mix it, especially when it comes out of the tube, until you're going to use it, because it does dry fast. So you want to mix it and use it right away. You don't want to mix it and let it get it'll get hard, because that's the process of the no bake, is it will start to set up. So it looks like I got the color that I was going for. Put some on there. So that's the color I was going for. So let me show you what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to take a simple platter. Now, before I came on, I did go over this with alcohol, so there's no surfactants, grease, oil, or anything that's going to impede the adhering of the ceramic paint. So let me close these up. One other thing, always close your tubes up. Don't let them dry out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a regular artist brush. Now, the technique I want to show you doesn't require any skill set. That's why I want to show you, because you don't have to be an artist to do this. You just got to use this process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of flatten my brush like that, just with the bristles, and I'm going to stick it in the ceramic paint. Now, the ceramic paint works fabulous with the mesh stencils, but I want to show you another technique where you can use it just with painting it on any design you want. So what I'm going to do is I have that brush pretty flat so that I can get a thinner line, and I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to put more on there and just keep making long strokes like that. Just keep adding more to the brush, and then keep the brush on a pretty flat tip so that it is a thinner line. Now, granted, you could use a thinner brush and not have to do that with this. This is an artist brush, and we do sell these, but I'm just using that and making the brush flat. And then I'm going to do one more this way. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do with this too is I'm going to wash it off. I have a little container here with water. I'm just going to put it right in there right away, because if you can see this, this will start to set up because of the way that it dries. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to mix my second color, and the reason why I'm doing it in that order is because I used that one first. I don't want to have my other colors sitting to the side because they will dry. So the next thing I want to do is I want to create like a purple color, and we don't have purple in the ceramic paint, so I'm going to go back to my knowledge from when I was a kid. So blue and red make purple. Now we necessarily don't have a blue. We do have a blue color in the blue family called You're the Water to My Ocean, and then the red is Tally Ho. So I'm going to mix them again, going to just keep mixing until I get the color combination that I want. Oops. I'm going to put both of these on my cardboard, closing my containers up, taking my spreader, and just, I'm going to mix until it looks like the color I want. And if it doesn't, I could always add more. So remember, this was two different colors to make another color. So that's the good thing. Even though there's only 9 selections, you could have endless colors and then endless tones of each color. Because then all you would need to do, if I wanted this darker, I would add black. And if I wanted it lighter, I would add white. So see the color of that? That's what I'm going for. The only thing is, I want it lighter. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add, their white in the ceramic paint is called Angel Wings. So I'm going to add a little white to this. Oops. I got green in there because I used it with that green. Got it. I'm going to put my lid back on. I'm trying to make sure my hands are clean because I don't want to get that ceramic paint all over. So now I'm looking for more of a lavender color. So I actually used the 3 colors now. I mixed the 2 colors to make the purple, and now I'm going to take it down a notch by adding white to it to make it lighter. So going forward, all the colors you could add white to make it a lighter version of the original color. In this case, I made my own custom color and then made it light by adding the white. So as you could see now, it got to a lighter purple, which is what the original color I was going for, but I needed to mix the 2 colors first and get the color I wanted and then lighten it up with the white. So that's what I'm looking for. That's exactly the color that I wanted. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that. Hope you guys are enjoying the craft-a-thon today. I have actually been with the Maker Studio since the inception, and one of the great things I like is we're constantly coming up with new product. And like the original ceramic paint was a baked kind, and now it's no bake, which just makes it so much easier to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make now this brush pointy, and I'm going to dip my brush in here, get a little bit on here, and see if you can see this. I'm going to make little circles on here. If you could see what I'm doing. Now again, there's no skill involved in this because you're making lines and circles. I'm not applying the ceramic paint thick. I'm actually being very cautious of that because you don't want it globbed on here. So what I'm doing is I'm actually making little dots, circles, with the tip of my brush and the new formulation color that I made with the 2 ceramic paints. So again, this project, you don't really need any skill set, just have to follow this tutorial and the way that I did this, and you will get the same results. So that's what I have so far. See what I'm doing? So basically you have a lavender flower, and I'm going to continue to do that. And I want to show you another trick for doing these circles. So let me get this done, and then I'll show you a whole nother tool that you can use. Again, I'm not applying the ceramic paint thick anywhere, but let me show you another tool you can use to make these lavender flowers. It's a Q-tip. So what I'm going to do is, and this goes really quick when you use the Q-tip. If I get a lot anywhere, I just go over that particular dot and take it off and just keep making more. But see how quick it is with the Q-tip? Who knew, right? Okay. So again, not a lot of technique going on here. It's really in the let me get that. It's really in just the process of making dots and then a line. For your stems, I am going to go back and make some leaves on that stem, and that's going to be easy too. So always start at the top because I want to make the lavender more pointy at the top, and then graduating it down, getting wider towards the bottom, and then back to a little bit narrow when I get to the finished product. So here's what I have going on so far. Now, isn't that adorable? Now remember, this is going to be permanent because it's going to be a no-bake process. Now, what I do suggest when you do use the ceramic paints on ceramic or glass, hand wash it. There are so many variables with dishwashers and detergents that you don't want it to come off. You can wash it, you just don't want to put it in the dishwasher. And you could use this with food, and I would suggest dry food. I wouldn't put like wet food on here, but you can also use it as a display piece. Now, granted, the possibilities are endless depending on what, let me get another Q-tip. The possibilities are endless depending on what design you put on here. Now, the ceramic paints work perfectly with the mesh stencils. So that's a given. All the mesh stencils we have, you could use and do a design on here. But I just wanted to come on and show you a hand-drawn design that has basically no skill. Set. So again, I kind of like using the Q-tip over the tip of the brush because it's making them rounded. And of course, you could use as many lavender flowers on here as you want. Start at the top again, and then get wider with the dots, and then get a little narrower at the bottom. One more to do, and then I'm gonna go back and do a little bit of leaves. So again, I showed you how to make a custom color when it comes to the ceramic paints. You can also do custom colors with your gel arting too. They come in the same tube, it's just a different product. There you go, isn't that cute? So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to go ahead and get my brush again. I'm gonna rinse it off, and I am gonna put a little bit of leaves onto the stems. Again, I recommend you doing that in the first process because this will definitely start to set up on your cardboard. Just going to take the brush again, flattened, and just do some little wisps like that. Can you guys see? So that's what I'm doing. Just a little bit of wisps on each branch. Simple, simple technique. Now you could use this technique with anything. It's just I wanted to show you with the ceramic paints how you could paint with the ceramic paints on any surface in lieu of using a stencil. And then this particular design, very simple, very, very simple. Again, no artistic ability if you follow the steps that I did. So if you like what you're seeing today, go ahead and follow me on Home of My Making on Facebook. I'd like to see you over there. Do a lot of projects with the Maker Studio products. So there you go. And then I'm going to just add some more greenery. So I'm not going to put any leaves on them. I'm just going to give myself some more greenery at the bottom. So again, this is going to set up because it's a no-bake ceramic paint. It takes about 12 to 14 hours to set up, and just leave it to the side, leave it alone, and then you could use it. So there it is. Simple and easy technique using a Q-tip, ceramic paint, a paintbrush, and there you go. Isn't that a cute version of lavender? So there, I just wanted to show you, again, two little tricks. One is how to mix colors if you don't get the color you want in the ceramic paint, and then how to lighten it up, and then how to hand paint it on here in lieu of a stencil. But the ceramic paint works fabulous with all the Maker Studio stencils. You would use it the same way. You would put some on your spreader and go on to the stencil. But in this case, I painted something with the ceramic paint. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the Craftathon, and please come join me at Home of My Making on Facebook. So have a great day with the rest of the Craftathon.